Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Going for the return. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. First down for this offense. Trying the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Zona Zoo had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play better. They got to step up because last time the Sun Devils got that pitchfork stolen, and the Wildcats used it on them over and over again.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools, David.
Yeah, and it goes back, obviously, that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Gonna run it. It's Conley. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves the chains for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just a little off. Incomplete. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
They'll try the run. Open space at the 25. Oh, ball's out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down. The run from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down to the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Fires to the right. Got his man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And that's in Arizona. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona 7, Arizona State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Let's go!
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're going to throw it again. Unleashes one. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for you.
And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Ncaa. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes...
Touchdown, Arizona State! What a grab and go for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Trying to get to it. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Fafita. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean,
nothing but green ahead. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On second down, he'll let it fly. A strike downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to move it through the air. He makes a grab, and that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Fires to the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Arizona State! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for room. It's Scatterbo. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field.
Touchdown, Arizona! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. offense getting set for first down. On the run, it's Scatterbo. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Sun Devils are on the move.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
42, Arizona State, 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Try to get it to the edge. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And the Wildcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Jet sweep to the edge. Got enough space. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
Well, they lined up in a formation that had the whole defense crowded in the middle of the field, and then they popped a jet sweep on him, trying to get to the outside. Nice scheme offensively.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the stomping has commenced. The Wildcats are indeed bearing down as Arizona stretches the lead.
Arizona's making plays, and you're starting to see the speed on this roster show itself, David.
Yeah, making plays, performing at a high level, especially against a rival. This is impressive by this offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. On the ground, it's Scatterbo. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.